Sabrina, welcome. John.
Hey, Steven. How you doing, bud?
Good to hear you and see you.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, I didn't want to take up time in the group session, but that backdrop you got going on is awesome. Did you hard paint that in your wall, or is that just like a picture, or what?
It's from Shutterstock, and I just blew it up.
Nice. Yeah. No, it really adds a whole nother dimension. And you want to know what? The couch matches the gray perfectly, so it like fades in there. It's actually
man. So it's my little studio. I have a office space in a bigger office right by Times Square Meatpacking District. Just making my home pretty much since I'm here all the time, you know.
Lovely. Yeah. Thanks for making time for us, man. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
100%. So, EShoes, right?
Yeah, EShoes. And another one of my teammates should be joining shortly. I just got off the phone with him. I'm not sure why he's not in the room, but he will be eventually. His name's Orlando. He designs shoes. He manufactures shoes. Wants to manufacture shoes. Has done so before, and is a student at FIT. I'm a mechanical engineering student at City.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait for him, or do you want to get started?
No, let's just get going. You know what? I'm the kind of leader where it's like, we go, and if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you catch up. That's how we roll.
I like that.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So I looking at this assignment. It was very helpful, by the way. I have not completed it 100% because the due date was set the due date for the assignment is set to Sunday. So I didn't assume we had to have it set up for the meeting, but I had looked at it briefly and filled out parts that were like more important than others, in my opinion, starting with the elevator pitch. Let me just, can we just start with the elevator pitch? Cause that's like the smallest portion I would think.
Go for it. Yeah. Do you want to share your screen?
I can do that. Okay. Yeah. And, if you look at my screen, you'll see one of my teammates actually, editing the document as we speak. Let me see.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Share that. All right, sweet. So can you see what we got going on here?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So he kind of added some words to the elevator pitch, which I'm not a fan of, but I had it basically without the word common. So I'm going to delete that. So EShoes is a technology-based company that allows first world and third world customers to have the ability to charge essential electronic devices needed for survival. And I might even take out needed too, because essential says both those things.
Okay. So EShoes is a technology-based company that allows first world and third world customers to have the ability to charge essential electronic devices for survival. All right. So what I would like to do here is let's venture back to your brand attributes, because the one that I would like to tighten up here, or that I believe should be tightened up here, is first and third world.
Yeah, that's a little abstract, right? Well, not abstract, but it's a little I see what you mean. So for attributes.
So let's go to, I believe that's customers. So I think that's number 3. Go down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Customers, environmentally conscious, field researchers, long distance hikers, gampers. Or is it glampers?
Glampers, yeah.
Conscious millennials, Gen X, affluent influencers, innovative.
That's a tongue twister. Try to say that 10 times fast.
Affluent influencers, innovative philanthropists, wearable tech pioneers. Do me a solid. Why was it first and third world? And not one of these.
So these are all first world customers, and it was the use of the word customer there that is kind of tricky in our case. So in order to give you a little bit more of like a idea of what we're doing, the business model that we're going for is much like Tom's or like Bombas, where you buy a shoe, we donate a shoe. Our shoe generates electricity based on fluid dynamics. Don't mind my brother in the background. He's chilling. Our shoe makes energy based on fluid dynamic properties, which science stuff I won't get into. Bottom line is we as consumers in the first world could use that for convenience, but other people could use that for survival. So that thing, that word customer there, it kind of threw me off in a way where our customer would be the first world customer because they have the money, and then we would be giving the shoe to someone in the third world. And just like in that Mad Lib fill in the blank type format, it just kind of got like kind of choppy or whatever. I think our teammate Orlando just joined too.
Yeah. I see Orlando here. You good? You here?
Yeah. I'm actually just looking at it right now, just tuning in. Sorry for being there a little late.
Awesome. Can we have your camera on?
Is it on?
Nah, man, we want to see your pretty face.
I'll ask to start video.
All right.
Should be at the, like the bottom left or something.
Yeah, bottom left.
Okay. There we go.
There's your curly hair.
Man, cool.
There we go. All right.
Welcome. So
Steven,
all right. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to fill Orlando in. Steven asked us about our elevator pitch and why we chose the wording first and third world customers. And I was kind of filling him in on our whole buy one, donate one business structure. And that's kind of where we left off here.
That's one of the most amazing features to this product. Honestly, will have to be the fact that we're donating a shoe to a third world country as a need, and that also brings value to it. Honestly, there's a value that just stipulates other companies that they don't have because we have that feature to us.
Okay, good. So to address the issue that threw you off by the elevator pitch template saying customers. Customers, the whole template honestly can be manipulated. We can change things around. It's a template, right? Templates are meant for you to mess around with.
So mess around with them too.
It's a guide, right? It's a guide. So right here, EShoes is a technology-based company that allows, you could say, I think you put like environmentally conscious, affluent influencers to blank, right? So customers, environmentally conscious field researchers, long distance hikers. Okay, out of this list right here, who would be the number one?
I think right now, from a logistics standpoint, like starting from the ground up, who we could probably sell to first would be the hiking community. They're statistically proven the most apt to try new products. And both spend money, to test things out, like to buy like a shoe.
Interesting.
That's actually 100% facts. Just due to my studies that I know, hiking, the whole industry itself is just very profitable, and that's where you would want to go in that market, just due to the customers always having a new interest in the different products. So that was a really good one to go around.
That's some great insight. I didn't even know that. I'm about to aim at hikers at doing some sort of brand.
They're
just like think about it. Like hiking in itself in America is kind of like a luxury, right? You need time to hike, right? So that means you have some sort of good setup where you can make the time to hike in the first place, and then you need equipment, you need gear, right? And so we're going to be competing with companies like Pagonia, companies like North Face, selling in like REI. That's where me and Orlando are going to go survey eventually. Exactly. REI stores. This whole don't go outside in public kind of screwed that plan up, but we'll find a way around that.
Right? Oh my gosh.
So I like so long distance hikers. Can you bold that one?
Sure. Hell yeah.
Bold that one. But then let's say what's another way that you would call a long distance hiker? And the reason I say this is because your EShoes, right? Yeah. You're going to target hikers. Awesome. I love that we have that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that we can say something that kind of umbrellas hikers with other people.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely that can be done. Yeah, I'll start looking into terms to really explain that, to have much more of a broader sense and which really combines a mass majority of people and groups. That was a really good one.
So I like to offer the word adventurer.
There you go. I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that. I was gonna say outdoorsman, but I like adventurer even better.
Throw that one. Throw both of those in there.
Yeah.
Adventurer.
Adventurous outdoorsman. Yeah, adventurous outdoorsman. That's a really good one.
Outdoorsman. Something along those lines, right?
So I like adventurer. That sounds like it's new. It's like you haven't traveled there before. This is a new product you haven't bought before, right? Because as buying this product, that's an adventure in itself. Going to the retail store and getting the product, that's an adventure, right?
Correct. Good.
That is true.
So if this is the top one, what's the second most
I would say personally, at the moment, we do see a real rise in like tech being introduced into fashion, into like the whole industry. But a lot of people are like looking towards influencers. Those would have to, I have to say, those two really like on the same level to me at the moment, just due to the industry both having such a large influence with like just regular influencers on Instagram. They go and wear this new product, people view it, and they just purchase it. So I'll have to say both of those at the same level in importance.
Awesome. Do me a favor, John. Take a screenshot of this part right here, the customers. I think you're just sharing the Chrome and not the desktop, right?
Yeah.
See, unshare and then share the whole desktop. And what I want you to do is open up that little screenshot, and then let's scroll down to
Yep.
Yeah, like I just kind of want to see that side by side, right? Have the customers and then go to the elevator pitch.
Yeah, I'll hook it up, dude.
Right? So we could say EShoes is a technology-based company that allows long-distance adventurers and affluent influencers the ability to change essential electronic devices for survival. But I mean that's my suggestion, and that's how I believe this can make this elevator pitch stronger. But I go back again. Why did you guys choose first world and third world?
So that was just to allude to the business structure we have in place. Really, there was no real motive besides that.
Okay, so do you feel that is stronger, or that this is stronger?
I put
or do we need to combine them?
Affluencers, adventurers, and influencers. Sorry, let me just see it all in one here, so I could like kind of digest it. Customers have the ability to change. So the word influencers to me is vague now, and it was vague when I put it in the first place up at the top. And that's kind of something I would like to build on. So like influencers, I feel like maybe we need to define that a little more, just to kind of grab that person. We want to connect with our customers, right? So influencers,
so check this out. EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers, right? So now we're combining, we're really honing in, right, on not only the influencer that's you're not aiming at the model influencer, the one that shows her ass out and stuff, right? You're going for the adventurer influencer, the one that's an influencer but does all these adventures, right? And then in the template, right, we have another opportunity to say another type of customer. Right. So again, I want to just try and understand a little bit. You said first world and third world. So the third world was, okay, I see. The third world are the people who are benefiting from the product.
From technology, yes.
Right?
Now you got it.
Okay, so EShoes, elevator pitch. EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers to have the ability to charge essential electronic devices for survival. Let's focus on this part now. So that last part is impact. So let's go to your impact section of your brand attributes and kind of unpack that part. So impact.
Introduce that into
Buy one, give one business model, donates physical pair of shoe to communities deemed unprivileged. Okay, good. So let's hit return. Let's add a couple more phrases and adjectives and kind of like unpack this a little bit more. By you guys giving to the underprivileged, what happens, or why is that important?
Well, I would say the overall importance of that would be the fact that not a lot of third world countries and underprivileged areas don't have electricity. And honestly, like common usages like phones, they can't even charge essential electronic devices. And just having this advancement in technology be introduced into these third world countries would literally just change them dramatically.
So, okay, they would change. Okay, excellent. This how do we phrase this in a word or two, right? So the impact is that they will have electricity.
Yeah.
Right?
Overall, yes.
Right. So what's electricity? Electricity is power. Right. So I mean, put the word electricity. Put the word power.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking because I wrote something like this here. Look, I wrote this thing right here. Right. And I was
Powering
actually
essentials like lights and medical equipment. Okay.
Yeah, and I was actually wondering about this portion right here, but we can ask you that later. But yeah, like lights and medical equipment basically is what people could really benefit from with this technology in a third world country. Because let's face it, they don't have phones. They're not like on Facebook, right? But there's other things that we take for granted here that we don't even realize only need a little bit of electricity that can mean a lot for someone in need.
Perfect. So like I mentioned, put electricity, put power. You said they don't have Facebook and all this other stuff. So
I doubt it.
That's like is that technology? Is that social media?
Probably media. Yeah.
So what is social media, right? It tries to connect us.
Yeah.
So I like to offer
network.
connectivity.
Connectivity. Okay.
The impact ends up being electricity, power, connectivity to each other.
Yes. Yes.
What else? Put those in separate lines just so it's easier to read.
You got it.
Like electricity, power, connectivity. Buy one, give one business model. Donates physical parachute to communities deemed unprivileged. And the actual impact is electricity, power, connectivity. What was it that you wrote on towards the Y?
Right here, I said powering essentials like lights and medical equipment.
Essentials like lights and medical equipment. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put that powering essentials.
Okay. I put that in power.
Powering life.
Where were we?
Life, literally life itself.
Literally life, right?
Yeah.
Powering life, powering essentials. Okay, I think we have some things to work with.
Yeah, basis to go on. Yeah, definitely.
I think I put raising the living standard up there too somewhere. Because that's what we'd essentially be doing. We'd be raising the living standard. Now they add like 2 hours to the day. They like people who go to sleep when the sun goes down. That's a lot different type of lifestyle, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Put that as number 4.
Okay, living standard. Got it.
Raising the living standard. That is an impact.
Wow, this will really change literally like the world as we know it.
Raising the lifestyle. What'd you say, Orlando? I'm sorry.
I said this will really change the world as we know it. Honestly, just thinking about it deeper is like insane.
That's why we're doing this, man. I'm not, I'm not in this to make money. As fun as great as money is, I'm not nearly attracted to that as making a difference, right?
Living standard, improving lifestyle. Okay, so take a screenshot of that.
Okay.
Let's put it to the side, and then let's go back to the elevator pitch.
You want me to keep the screenshot of the customers or no?
Oh yeah, not just throw it up or.
Okay, because I can only save one at a time, so I gotta
Okay, so I'll get rid of customers then.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then that's why again I do this on a whiteboard so that we could take a step back and just look at everything all at once.
Yeah, I actually got a whiteboard right in front of me. I have one on my desk. It's like essential to my work. You got to have a good whiteboard.
Yo. Love it. I got one.
All right. So where are we going now?
Back to the elevator pitch because I want to tighten this. EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers to have the ability to charge essential electronic devices for survival.
Used for survival or needed for survival. We got to say needed, right?
Needed
for survival. That makes them more desperate.
It's a necessity. Yeah, it's need. It's actually a need right now in this current time where we're at, I'm thinking.
So how would you tighten this up, Steve?
Yeah, I'm trying to look because
it seems pretty tight.
No, it is pretty tight. I do like it. In the impact, well, in your current elevator pitch, you're addressing the needed survival. But then you are also addressing that's the survival of the hiker. But that's also the survival of the third world benefitter, right?
Yeah, the survival of the benefitter as well, right? Like, so their survival, criteria is a little bit different, but it is the same problem, right? It's the same umbrella issue.
Sure, yeah, that is true.
You know what? So this is pretty good. The only way I would tie in it is just some of the vocabulary a little bit towards the end. So have the ability. So EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers to power essentials needed for survival. You know,
Power essentials needed. Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
actually, that
you're
makes a
saying
lot more
have the
sense.
ability to charge, right? You could just say power essentials.
That makes so much sense. Essentials
Condense
needed
that. Yeah.
for survival. That's actually, that makes so much sense.
Now, needed for survival. Maybe can be
Is that what you said? I forget.
needed for survival, right? So that last part, needed for survival, we might be able to play with living standard, improving lifestyle.
Essentials that improve living standards. How's that?
There you go.
That's it right there. That's it.
I like this.
There you go.
You know, the way this method of working, like seeing all this like unfold in real time. This is a really great
So quick.
gift to us, Stephen. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's why I get paid the big bucks. EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers to power essentials that improve living standards. Oof.
That's
great.
wonderful.
That's a hitter.
That
That's a hitter
great.
right there.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
great.
wonderful.
Now you do have the opportunity and maybe to put something else next to adventurous influencers or not. You know, in the template, there's two types of customers. You may not even need it. You know, this sounds pretty good. If you felt that you wanted to add
Let's do that right now, because that's the thing. That's actually a typical problem that we've been like, not problem, but it's definitely a hill we got to get above is bridging the gap between our customers, right? We're looking at hikers, and then we're looking at like field researchers, right? Or we're looking at luxury shoe buyers or like wearable tech enthusiasts. Like they're two vastly different markets, right? So I think we would want to include a second customer in there for sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I mean, you highlighted wearable tech pioneers. I think that's pretty valid.
That is right. And even if, and you know, almost it's like if you're not, let's say you don't even know that's an industry. Maybe you want to be a wearable tech pioneer. Maybe this is the first product you buy in that step forward to wearable tech pioneer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was going to.
That's a marker right there.
I was going to put
I think that's super valid.
Definitely.
EShoes is a technology-based company that allows adventurous influencers and wearable tech pioneers to power essentials that improve living standards.
Wow.
Boom, mic drop.
Yeah, literally right there.
Good stuff, gentlemen.
That's really hidden right there.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I like this a lot.
That's great. So what's awesome about this is that when you get to the level of designing your website, right? This elevator pitch could be the first message on the top, or a shortened version of it. You know, I was actually with a previous student, and I was telling them all of this is messaging for your website. You know, that's gonna help. You know, it's a jumping point. So for marketing, you know, for your social media, for your bio. This is
I'm just thinking about the ideas.
That's your bio on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, everything in general, the internal positioning, the only statement, the mission statement, the manifesto.
Nice.
But the elevator pitch is certainly nice and quick and easy. Put that joint in the beginning of your pitch deck.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you mentioned having a website, because that's something we don't have. It's something that Orlando is going to be tasked with heavily in the coming weeks. Starting with in a couple of days. We have our routine meetings Friday, so we're going to assign more assignments, you know, weekly assignments aside from the deliverables to get done. So do you have any suggestions for like website creators? I only am familiar with WordPress. I'm not pleased with that website creator at all. So what would you say?
My heavy bias suggestion is to use Wix.
Wix. Oh, now you're the second person to suggest that. That's Wix, right?
Yes, Wix. Wix.com. That's the place.
So I've hand coded sites in my career. You know, I've done WordPress. Got a couple clients that do Squarespace. But in my experience, well, also because I'm a designer by trade. So, but in my experience, using Wix has been incredibly easy. It's powerful. It's flexible.
Is it free?
It's mobile friendly. Like you're able to even edit the mobile version of the site, which is very, very important.
Okay,
I've used Wix in the past. It's a really good website, honestly. It's very simple.
I have like 25 sites on Wix right now that I'm managing.
Wow.
Nice. And what we're going to do with that site, Steven, is we're going to throw a bunch of our surveys up there, and we're going to start really spreading the word. And if people are interested, we'll give them our Wix. Like, hey, you can do it on your phone right now. Type this URL in. Take a couple surveys right in front of me. You know, that's going to really help our market research.
You sure that EShoes.com is not taken?
So to be quite honest, we're probably going to end up changing that name, which is another thing that I wanted to ask you about. And I was hoping to get some more insight from this workshop on how we're going to create the name. Orlando has been working on suggestions this week. That was his weekly assignment this week. I have yet to hear what he has going to present to us tomorrow. Yeah, EShoes was something we chose pretty last minute.
Logos drafted.
Perfect.
My suggestion is complete this exercise, the brand attributes, the mission, the manifesto. I believe you guys did a customer personas already, right?
We did. Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 of those. They need to be updated, but yeah.
So revisit that. Look at everything that you've done, right, from this point on. And then you want to be able to craft a name that speaks to all of that, right? Especially to your ideal customers. Right. So if it's the adventurous influencers, you know, it's kind of getting creative with that too. In my current brand discovery, I have a whole exercise on figuring out the right brand name. But I'll just give you a tidbit. Actually, you know what? No, I have a link.
Can you please send us that link?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I think I have it on my blog. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, if you just want to,
I'll drop it in the chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, do that.
Let me see. I hope I do. If not, let me see. Useful, Mr. How to come up with the right branding. Boom.
Perfect. Yeah, drop that link.
Just a review real quick. Yeah, definitely.
I'm just going to add it to the bottom of this document we have right here.
Perfect.
Where's the chat? Here it goes. I mean, it's really things to consider, you know. But go through the exercises, revisit this. Visit this link, and then see. It's another brainstorming exercise, honestly. So
that's fine. That's what we need.
Yeah, definitely. Get some ideas out here.
Right, it's 3:58.
Yeah, we do have another meeting at 4 too. So I'm really appreciating you taking time out to meet with us once again, Steven.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Best of luck with your venture, your educational professional careers. Feel free to connect with me on my website or LinkedIn or whatever, or hit up Steven and we can arrange something. Sounds like you're doing a great product, so definitely hope to see it in the market sometime soon.
Yeah, hey, if all goes well, you'll see us again. If all goes well, you will definitely see us again, Steven.
Fantastic, guys. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Stay well. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Stay safe out here. All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.